So this video is continuing. So after the guy talked about how I don't have any real evidence of my targeting, now all I do is just talk. So then I did the video exposing the Kia Soul. I mean, I think I talked about all this on my other channel, but well, the channel has deleted. But there's a point I'm getting to with this. You know, ever since I started filming everybody, now I get so many massive amounts of thumbs down. You know, like everything I expose. You know, so. And I said, oh, I don't have evidence. And I showed the video of the Kia Soul that got there before, to my sleep spot before I got there, and actually raced the bus. I mean, the little transportation van. It raced the transportation van to, you know, to make sure it gets there before I'm there, you know. So, and I can't believe this thing followed me on my little transportation bus, the little transportation vehicle, followed me all the way to my sleep spot from work. And you're just there to quote unquote monitor me. You're not even going to do me any physical harm or bodily harm or anything like that, you know. So it's like, even people who profess to be targeted, like this person tried to tell me, like she would comment on my YouTube channel, on my videos, being like, oh yeah, keep exposing them demon seeds. But then when me and her talk on the phone, she would tell me I'm telling all my business, or I'm wrong for, or making a fool out of myself, or I'm stupid or wrong for exposing the gang stalkers or whatever, or I'm telling my business or making a fool out of myself. And then there was one guy who tried to forcefully order me to shut down my YouTube channel and try to talk about me telling all my business. I'm going to say it again. This originally was not my video this originally was not intended for me to, you know, talk about my gang stalking experiences. I originally created this channel, well, the other channel, before I even found out I was gang stalked, and that was based on a book that I was gonna write and expose the psych world. And so that's why I entitled my channel The Psych World, because I didn't want people to try to control the book or edit or control my book that I wanted to do. I wanted to have things my way. It's my story, my experiences, so why the hell should I have a stranger alter my thoughts, you know, and then get paid? I heard that the editors get paid more than the extra writers or something like that too. So I wasn't even trying to get paid. I was just trying to get my story out. And I want to write an autobiography, a fiction book on cults, and also the psych world, like me talking about my point of view of how the world is based on experience and research. So that guy tried to tell me I'm telling all my business or whatever, and then when that person called me up and tried to play a psych game and try to laugh, and I don't know how she got my number. And I believe it was the Stars 15K person that been harassing me, who's worse than Chief Handler. And so the Stars 15K person called me from Kansas, I think it was. And so she called me from Kansas, and but I'm not positive that was her specifically, but a female called me, pretending to fake like they were concerned for my safety because my YouTube channel got suspended again at that time. And then it's like she tried to pretend like she was concerned for my safety, and then made a threat to get me locked up in a mental hospital, and then tried to play psych games and laugh. And then I had to block her number and hang up in her face and report her for spam. And so then the guy laughed in my face. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and mention his name, Tory Birdsong. And he claimed to have been best friends or good friends with Scott Snitzer. And so he was the one who tried to say, oh, why don't you get BitChute or write a blog? I'm like, what's the difference between this same information on YouTube? Just because you have a personal thing with YouTube, we all know YouTube is Illuminati, but how we don't know that BitChute is Illuminati? Just because he wanted to get me to get on BitChute, and he tried to tell me to, delete my YouTube and stuff, and then try to say I get what I deserve for telling all my business. And he's been telling me since November that I deserve to be locked up in a mental hospital. But then he trying to say if I react to the perps that I deserve to get locked up in a mental hospital. But then, I had to block his number. And like, did he say, fuck it, I'm sick and tired of this targeting, let me become a perp too? Or what the hell happened to him? Because he tried to stop me. He tried to make me delete my YouTube. Him and this other person named James Latimer tried to tell me to delete my YouTube channel and try to say I'm stupid for posting talking about that the Freemasons will attack me or they will hurt me if I keep exposing the gang stalking. And there are a few others out there who trying to silence me, and yet y'all claim y'all targeted too. Or some people try to make it like me exposing my targeting and that it's useless. I mean, there are some people who say that I should document and report each and every gang stalking experience or everything that they do. It was impossible for me to do everything, and I can't catch everything because they get me the worst when my phone battery is dead or when it's very low, or if I don't have my phone with me. I most of the time have my phone with me, but that's when they get me the worst, I guess, when I'm vulnerable. But that's when they get me the worst. Or if I'm in a situation where it would make matters worse if I did film them. Like last night and the night before, they had this, I couldn't tell whether it was black and red or black and orange, this truck that been with a few druggy looking guys. Y'all hear that stumping? A few druggy looking guys sitting outside. But since I'm on this property and because of what happened last time, it's making it hard for me to concentrate. I'm not saying people be like, oh, you can't tell them they can't walk across their hotel room. No, that's not what I'm trying to say. You don't need to be over-exaggerating and stumping like that. Is that just how you walk? But I heard that the perps, they be upstairs. They weren't even here the first night, but they've been here since the second night. And so, I mean, I don't even do that when I just walk. But I'm sorry, kind of rambling. So those guys if I would have filmed them, I'm afraid that I might have get kicked off the property or be considered a troublemaker or something. So that's why I couldn't film them. But I hope y'all believe what I say. So and every time I expose about the grits, or I expose, the half a cup of grits or whatever, some people say you should put the camera in their face and you should expose these gang stalkers, and then when I do, I get all these thumbs down. And then this other group of people saying you should stop exposing them, or the more you expose them, the more they're going to keep doing it, and you get what you deserve. The same person who tried to say, oh, keep exposing them demon seeds, or then she'll tell me on the phone a different story, But then she tried to say the more you keep complaining, or the more you keep, the more you keep talking about them, they know it makes you mad, so they're gonna keep doing it. And they said in a way, and then she tried to say, oh yeah, they have every right to gang stalk us, sis. But people act like they don't care when I talk about the story about, how I became gang stalked, or they act like they don't care when I tell them about the story about me being raped by a Freemason, or all these rapes that happen by different people, you know. They act like they don't care. So, I guess I have to do a part 3. See y'all.